Makerere University's College of Humanities and Social Sciences has held the 2025 Graduate Symposium, bringing together PhD students, their mentors, and the university leadership.
It is one thing to go and collect the data, but it's another thing to use the data productively. So when we bring them together, they are sharing experiences. As you heard, we have those at the proposal level, we have those in the field, but we also have those that are at the end. So they share experiences, and you know, peer mentorship is the best in any kind of learning. So there is peer mentorship happening, but we are also able to have these students paced, we call it pacing them. When they get trained and they hear the progress of their colleagues, they also tend to work faster.
While officiating at the symposium, Professor Buyinza Mukadasi reiterated the urgent need to increase Uganda's PhD output.
Uganda still has a PhD deficit. We need to produce at least, as Africa, we need to produce 1 million PhDs in the next 10 years. And Uganda as a country, we should by now be producing about 500 PhDs annually. However, we produce about 200 PhDs only. That means we still have a deficit. And however, I'm mindful that even if we have a deficit, I think we have improved. In the last 5 years, around 2020, we used to produce only 80 PhDs. Today we are producing about 150 at Makerere University. Therefore, we have accelerated, we have improved our completion rate to the extent that now one comes in for a PhD of 3 years and finishes in 4 years, and many are also finishing on record time.
According to Professor Mukadasi, having many PhDs will accelerate the country's transformation.
Every country needs to plan for its development based on evidence and research-based information. Therefore, when we train, graduate training, we also doing research training. These now, of course, inform policy formulation and also transformation of society. The more PhDs we have, of course, the faster we shall transform our communities and also, of course, improve our national development agenda. I know for sure that one may ask, what is the relevance, what is the connection between PhD and the development of a country? The PhD, once you have a highly skilled, highly trained manpower, it means you use the fewer available resources in the country to develop faster.
The keynote speaker, Associate Professor in the Department of African Literature at the University of Wits in South Africa, Grace Musila, urged individuals who have attained the level of PhD not only to think of success in terms of money, but rather the contribution to society.
To think about their future, their post-PhD careers, not so much in terms of how much money you're making or all of that, but in terms of what kind of contribution am I making, and am I operating at my optimum best? Am I really exploring all the talents that I brought with me? Because each of us in this existence, we came to this existence with a particular talent, a particular way of understanding the world. And as a scholar, you are in a position to make an important contribution to the world. But if you're going to think of success in terms of how much money you can make, then you can make all the money in the world, but you're not a useful scholar.
According to scholars, having many PhDs can benefit the country by boosting its research and development, innovation and overall economic growth, and strengthen the country's global competitiveness. Adia Nakuti, UBC.